Namaskar, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to Shira's Corner. So, right off the bat, I'd like to tell you that this is gonna be a really long video, like, not like how 1 2 hours of videos I was making, like those partition videos of a big game, because today we are going to take a look at a game, and just for today, I'll you'll understand why, but like it's a game that like doesn't really it tells a tale, but not in the form of a storyline or something. So we'll get into that. But first and foremost, I'd like to say that at least for 2 weeks, I probably will not be doing any streams. Reason, right? So the reason is because if you have checked my last stream or when I was playing Leonis Battleground Lite version, PC Lite, uh, like just a little bit of how I do it. A little bit, sometimes relaxing, sometimes having fun with friends, right? So you can see that I was getting disconnected randomly there, like within couple of minutes. Just the network uh, it got a network delay, and then another like couple minutes, and then another network delay. What's happening is, if you are familiar with the network curve, then uh, this part is happening, like for 1 second or 2 second, that is getting, like, there's nothing coming in, and I'm kind of getting totally blank out there. So playing any kind of or as I generally do streams, while I play some sort of competitive game, or I mean competitive game, or uh, co-op games, so on and so forth. For example, Rainbow Six Siege. I actually wanted to test out the COD Modern Warfare, the open beta that started from today, but sadly I'll be getting like stuck, disconnected, this, that. A lot of problems are going to come up and are coming up in every games I'm be testing. Every sort of games that needs me to be constantly uh, in a linear curve. At least it's not linear, but at least I have to stay connected with a minimal net going on there, which is not happening. I'm getting a sharp cut off there, or rather drop off, you can say, not exactly cut off. So, and this week, even during these weekends, I'm quite busy and I'm not home, which is why I cannot fix that problem with my internet provider. Is there something going on, probably on their side or somewhere else? Definitely not myself. uh, I kind of tested it, and it's kind of showing me cut off in every single position. So yeah, I mean every single connections that are coming to me. So I kind of wanted to talk with them and face this issue, but since I'm not home and they literally got to come at my home and test it from my side, so I will not be able to fix this until next week, which gives me absolutely zero amount of playthrough during streams. Why? Well, even during the stream I need to stay connected, and if, like, I have seen sometimes, like, 5 6 seconds there's no net. So if that happens, then the net will get, I mean the stream will get disconnected. It will cause problems for you guys as well as me. So I will be streaming next when this issue is solved. Right, I'll let you guys know when this issue will be solved. If, like, for example, I'm not streaming that day, or I'm not home that day, or it is later at the night, I'll let you guys know. Follow me on my socials and I will keep you guys updated there, I guess. Well, that gone. Right. So now, next part. The game we're going to play today is a game from Critivo Games. They're the developer as well as publisher, and this game is out on Steam for early access. Right? The platforms available are, of course, Windows, Mac, and Linux. And it's a single player mode game. There's no multiplayer as of yet. I don't know whether they will ever add any multiplayer because this simply doesn't feel like a multiplayer game, but there's definitely a way to introduce a multiplayer game. I'll get into there how while playing the game. You'll see. So, first and foremost, this game was released on early access for more than an year. Yes, it's on Steam early access for more than a year. It was released on August 28th, 2018 on early access. What is this game, or rather, what is it about? Well, uh, the game is called Universim, the Universim, right? Where you take the position of a god, or rather, you play as a god and guide people. Well, they have a name, Nuggets, in essential. These Nuggets to develop a civilization in a planet and then thrive, make the civilization grow, go from one era to another, like Bronze Era, so on and so forth. It's not certainly that sort of era, but you'll see, like, you'll see every transition that is happening there, and they will create buildings and everything, and you'll just aid them by doing certain quests as well as whatever you use, and make them feel of your presence, because if they forget you, well, you are going simply down, and probably your civilization will follow as well. Right. uh, and you'll see certain other civilizations as well in there. And I would also like all right, the game is also based on the Unity engine, and the graphics aren't bad, I'd say. They aren't really bad. Really, they aren't really bad. The development cycle was a little bit interesting. On April 2014, they started their Kickstarter of this game, aiming for 320,000 USD, right? Which was successful, and they raised a total of 387,345 USD. And then on June 13th of the same year, PayPal put a minimum reserve of 1 million USD on the account, which meant none of their funds could be accessed until their account reached a balance of 1 million USD. By May 15, 2015, they took to Twitter in an attempt to break PayPal's silence and access their pledged funds. Again, on June same year, 2015, they brought Universim to E3 to advertise the game and get feedback from public. Pre-alpha version was released on the September 15th of the same year, available to anyone who bought the alpha tier of the game. The preview included a mainly spectator version, where players explore a planet and construct several different buildings. The entire playtime was about 20 minutes. Alright. On August 2nd of 2016, alpha version was released after a major update. This had more control over the population, which was therefore referred to as the Nuggets. Most of the Stone Age buildings and mechanics were present, some in their functionality like engines, healthcare, etc. were present, and also the tutorial was added. On October 2017, development of the medieval era started, which included new building technologies. On December 18th, 2018, similarly October 2017 and December 2018, modern era development was started, and currently the modern era is more progressing, right? And as I said, this game is based on Unity engine, but it is not exactly Unity engine. It is running on a custom engine which is essentially based on the Unity. If you want to know the name of the custom engine, it is known as the Prometheus, right? So right now we're gonna head into there, start a game, take a look at it, and play it for a longer time. Like, I want to explore all the parts of this game has to offer and show you guys what you will be doing in your like first 6, 7, 8 hours. Well, not essentially that many I'll be playing, but the gameplay won't really change that much, right? It's kind of rinse and repeat, upgrade, do this, do that, help them, help that, and so on and so forth. We'll see. So welcome to our gameplay of the Universium. So there's your what you are going to see after you get in the game. They've also added a Twitch integration for streamers to interact with their viewers on Twitch when they stream. There are interesting stuff there, and I'll not get into that because that's an entire different segment, and I bet streamers should explore that by themselves. After all, we are the content creators, not and our viewers. That's our responsibility, right? So let's get into it. Also, another thing, I'd like to thank all of you who have subscribed me last time. I only got one person's subscription message. The rest I did not. So I'm assuming you guys have subscribed, set as private or something. Thanks a lot. Due to not getting your names, I cannot write them on the description as I generally do. But thank you for subscribing, and hope you like the contents coming and coming and coming. Let's get into this game. So let's start. You're seeing these like lines coming here. You'll find certain interesting lines here. Like these lines are quite interesting in terms of the game contrast, and if you really take a look at all these, you'll find certain funny parts here as well, but that's for you to check, right? So better in their correct biome. That's right. That's a like tips right there, alongside quite a couple of jokes and such things. The previous thing, what you call the scare nuggets, delicious, is something you'll see soon in the game. Why it is written as such. Making bada boom. All right. I guess this is the full step. That's fine. All right, let's get it.
Wake up. Wake up, Creator. This is the beginning of your story. It starts with nothing.
This is a true
Nothing
story. Wow.
but an infinite void.
Okay. Maybe that's
However,
true.
you, with a single touch, can awaken the light.
And now we touch.
And so the universe sprang into being. Worlds filled with endless potential were scattered into the beyond. They formed into many different shapes and sizes. And while most were doomed to drift among the cosmos barren and alone, others flourished. These few planets soon became home to the greatest phenomenon of all. Life. However, life is a peculiar thing. It comes and goes as swiftly as a bit of space debris burning up in an atmosphere. A creator's purpose was always that of an observer, to simply admire the fleeting beauty of life's beginnings and ends. Yet, this balance could never last. The issue with allowing a species to evolve independently is that they always fail to do so. For life to have a better chance of succeeding, it needs a helping hand. Ah, here we are. Welcome to Mother Planet. This is a rare sight, for it came to be that there was day and night, warmth and cold, and water to flow through the planet's veins. The soil was rich with minerals, which gave rise to a thick blanket of green. The perfect ecosystem was formed. It is no wonder, then, why life has chosen to inhabit it. A new species has been born, and they need guidance. This is your purpose now. Their very existence rests in your hands.
So this is our essential place. I kind of expected that. Alright. So this is where you'll see your small, like the quests and all on this side. And as I had said, so we need to put an epicenter. An epicenter is from where your civilization sprang. It is the center point of your civilization's beginning, and perhaps the ending as well. Who knows? So you'd like to place a center point from where you will have all kind of resources available, right? So I would like to place my civilization here, like this place, right? Is better. So that's your
Take a look at your new subjects. They're called nuggets, largely because of their body's apparent inability to keep itself in one piece. Adahi and Elu, the architects of their species. They are the founders of everything that nuggets will ever know or achieve.
So this
Nuggets
is
are
Adahi,
all unique to one another.
and this
Although there are
is Elu.
some things that are shared between nuggets, these include the need for certain essentials like food and water. a stable roof over their heads, and an occasional nap. They want to learn, build, discover, and create. It would all be quite inspirational if they also didn't happen to be the species that initially thought their shadows were trying to eat them.
So let me pause the game a little. Right. And let me explain the UI first. So right from the left side corner, there is your power point. There is my creator point, which I can use for several of my powers. What powers? Telekinesis to grab certain objects, for example, a tree or a rock, and put it somewhere. Rejuvenation to mend. This essentially heal, right? And on its left side, you can see the creator points needed to cast one of them. Then like Cupidon, like string, right? Well, no. So wait, there are more. There are more, but for now, like these are only ones that are showing. This is essentially the amount of people that believes in me. Like I am God, they believe in me. This is the amount of believers that you got. Then there is your happiness level of your civilization. How many people are happy versus how many people are sad. And finally, there is the crime level on your planet. Okay, and there's your, I think, sound or something like that. Doesn't matter. On the middle top side, this is my civilization's age. How many uh, planet cycles? Like I kind of like number indicates how long my civilization is around, but it matches the speed of which the planet ages, but different from the planet's season cycle. So it's not essentially years that is calculated based on the planet's circular, like planet's season, but rather a nugget's age. I certainly do find this part a little bit confusing, in my sense. Like I didn't really understand that. Like a nugget is 80 years old, so definitely that's not 80 years of civilization. Maybe when a generation dies, then it's like this next civilization. It's kind of weird for me, and I'll try to make sense to it as we progress in the game, but I don't know whether I can or not. We'll see. And then there's the wind speed. How is the speed of the wind around your civilization? And trust me, this will play a good amount of a role later on. Then there's your day-night cycle. This game, I mean this button, through this button you can speed up everything, right? Like everything that's happening in the game. It's 1.5 maximum. So yeah. And God Light, which is turned on by default, allows you to see stuff more clearly at night, especially the nuggets. And finally, this is my screenshot button, and there's the play pause button. Done. Now come to the right top. This is my building list panel. Like when I have buildings, this will be listed here with its conditions, like amount of people, everything will be listed there, and we'll visit it later. This is my nugget panel. How many adult nuggets versus how many infant nuggets here, and this is the list of them. This is their hunger, thirst, health, and stamina. Then their strength, their belief, their education, education degree, character trait. Then if we want to tag them and or look at their location, that's essentially their occupation and last name as well should that come, and their age. This is essentially the population log for your civilization only, not others. And finally, this is if you lose your epicenter, just click on it and it will take you here. You might lose it because you need to circle around the planet sometimes. Let's come to the bottom side of the UI. This is the creator's power menu. Like from here, there's wrath, influence, protection, and creation. There are 4 types of creator power, which we'll unlock later. That's why I only saw 3 creator powers when I use the short heart menu for that. So the essential creator's power you have is the trickle effect, which allows rain to fall in a uh, certain amount of area. Then fire, like if you want to uh, create a huge part, he say, or set a different civilization on fire, that's also possible. You can use this. Then meteor strike. Well, what's a god if he doesn't rain meteor, right? Then tornado, you can summon tornado, another civilization, and then windstorm as well, which is a like lower version of tornado, I guess. Then telekinesis, jolt of joy. This will increase your happiness meter of your civilization. Electrify, you can electrify nuggets or home, or you can use this later in the game. You'll need this power. Then Cupidon, kickstart. Essentially what this does is that if a nugget is lethargic or like tired, you can use this to energize them. And season change, if you do not like a season, you can use your power to just change it. Like you don't like winter, change it to summer, right? A certain like kind of that. Then protection is a protective dome that like protect your civilization from disasters. And rejuvenation, which is essentially healing, right? And finally creation. This is the forestation. It will allow us to plant more trees and stuff, as our nuggets will destroy the trees essentially. That's our creator powers. Let's take a look at the construction menu. There are many kind of construction: production, adaptation, resource management, resources, expansion, epicenter, cosmetics, and legendary buildings. This wasn't something that was before in the game when I played last time, like 2 updates before. I streamed this for 8 hours, I guess, back then. I was on Twitch and I had a lot of time. Good days. We'll go into all these buildings one by one as we unlock them. There are a lot ton of buildings and you guys will simply feel bored if I go there. Finally, our research panel. In order to unlock buildings and many kind of other stuff, we need to unlock research. There's a huge tree here, research tree, that are dependent on each other, and you'll need to unlock them. Firstly, what I will put is this, then this, then this. Done. Good. Now we need cooking and fishing. No, wait. Cooking later. Alright. Actually, yeah, that's better. And then we'll unlock these. And as auto research progresses, when your game is only in the play mode, only then will the research timer count. On pause mode, you can see there's no research count. Right? Done. Now this is your resource management panel. Here you can display your general resources. You have wood, stone, refined wood, refined stone, and many other kind of resources will be available as you play the game. This is your food, and this is your water, which has the consumption and everything, same as food. This is your electricity panel, then the oxygen amount and the pollution level of the planet, then the amount of oil and amount of gas present in the planet, right? Now let's continue the game and I will put it on the maximum speed.
Just keep clicking until you can build a spaceship.
Trust me, even on a 1.5x gameplay speed, it is a little bit slow. Of course, that's only in the beginning. When your civilization will grow a lot. You'll get very lost. Very lost, trust me on that. So fire research is complete and you'd like to go here and unlock other research as
This
well.
is quite a beautiful planet. Try not to ruin it, will you?
So you just
Another message for you, Creator. I'm beginning to feel that Nuggets have the wrong address. Do they really think you can solve these problems?
so these messages are essentially your quests. So your creator will me, but we're having a tough time. Is there any way you can expand? I sincerely hoping is one that does not involve months of discomfort and weird craving followed by hours of sleep.
I didn't think you knew anything about reproduction, Creator. Be careful with how much research you're feeding into your civilization, Creator. They
So
might soon become smarter than you. I couldn't possibly imagine a better couple.
the way you use these power
The
is
summer sun
that
excellent for slow.
you put the you press the middle mouse button, select whatever power you're using, and press Control and left click to use that power on wherever you need it.
Roasting a few nuggets.
And interestingly, if you try to go into the home, you can generally do that, but do not disturb, right?
Ah, the wonders of biological life. It is truly, truly disgusting.
And now we have an infant. Great.
Oh, would you look at that? A little baby nugget. Aren't they adorable when they're young? Don't get too attached, though. They're still mortal after all. Plus, they will soon be old enough to have an opinion and make questionable life decisions. Let's see how much you like them then.
Good. Then we're struggling on a little one. They keep sweating.
Is this really what you want to spend your time doing? All right then, let's call them something silly.
So let's call them. Wait, is this a male or a female? That's a male, I believe. Finally. Just stop, will you? Pain. He's a female. So wait. There we go. Next. Our next part will be let's see. Yes, why not? Then now we can construct, right? So under the resources we can construct a water pump, and under epicenter we can construct water pit. So because we do not have a reservoir right now, we should put a water pit. I'll put 2 water pits just in this, just for the sake of it. And as the tip says, we certainly need to create the reservoir before winter. And winter is not coming soon enough, maybe. I'm not sure about that. So now 4 nuggets believe in me. 2 adult and 2 infant, right? Now let us take a look at our planet. Note that you cannot place any other epicenter, quite literally. No other epicenter you can place. Alright. Water storage complete now. As we have completed a reservoir, right? As we have completed a reservoir, we should put a water pump. And trust me, you'll need water pumps. So I'll put 2 reservoir. And 2 water pumps. And trust me, you'll need these water pumps a lot. A lot. So you can see the nuggets are transporting the resources and building the, well, everything, literally. What is this? Mom-roofed. Alright. This person is transporting a stone. As I said, even with the 1.5x speed, it's quite slow at the beginning. Why do I feel like I named them wrong? Or maybe not, I'm not exactly sure. Nah, I named them right, alright. I didn't forgot. It's good. Now you don't want them to work all the day, right? Because they'll get fatigued, and trust me, when they get fatigued, they'll really suck at maintaining anything. You'll see. You'll see how bad I am at maintaining stuff. And you can also put them on prioritize, so they'll prioritize this building first before building anything else. And I prioritize them because the first reservoir is complete, that's why. I kind of forgot what the sounds mean actually. They really mean something, but I kind of forgot. So when your happiness level is high, then twin possibility increases by 10%. Interesting. You don't need to instruct nuggets to create their own house, they'll simply do it by themselves. There's no laws
This
set.
water pump system is rather advanced for such a young civilization. I mean, sure, it's built out of rocks, wood, and a bit of string, but impressive nonetheless.
Right, now we have another quest. Build a hut for an
This one is just being lazy.
So I need to use telekinesis to deliver missing resources.
You might be too kind for this world creator. Oh well, I suppose it'll give you some time to practice your powers while that nugget lays in a hammock sipping a mojito.
We'll have to select telekinesis, then...
So, you've uprooted a tree. Now what?
Done?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Take a rock from somewhere, for example, this rock, and take it. And the other house is done. This is a tutorial, that's why they kind of let you made it. But from now on, nuggets will create their own houses. So no problem with that. Okay. Now here you can see the water is increasing. Now remember that during summertime, reservoirs, like the water vaporize, and during winter time the water, like you cannot get any water from the lakes and so on. This essentially freezes, which is why you need to have enough reservoir water. Like there's right now 20 is my amount of water generated, and this is my storage. This amount of water is being stored. The usage though is none, but soon this will change. You'll see. Next, we have got the fishing pier, a very important food resource for your civilization.
Oh my, I do hope you've taught nuggets how to swim.
And again, I'll build 2 fishing piers.
It's getting a bit chilly in here. Winter is coming.
As I thought, winter is coming. And like we cannot increase anything for now. We have max water resource. 60k is the max right now. And the lake is frozen. Right? Next thing we can put is eatery.
Would you mind giving those poor creatures some privacy, Creator? They're clearly trying to reorganize their furniture.
Interesting.
Have you invested in a few reservoirs, Creator?
So, buildings are maintained by engineers. So if we have not unlocked any engineers yet, so we cannot repair them. Like every building expires literally. So unless we repair them, they will not sustain. So we need to unlock engineers.
If not, trying to survive winter with your pumps frozen solid will probably convince you to.
Now let's take a look at our research. So cooking utensil and cooking oil are up. We'll unlock those as well as we go on. And more will get unlocked soon. This is drinking water. What is eating? And I have 2 reservoirs full of water, so that's all fine. See, everything is getting frozen. Winter is coming. Let me take a look at what powers original Kickstarter is up, and Jolt of Joy is up. Alright. I have 6 nuggets. I need to make them believe in me. Right. So what I can do is put this here. That way they'll believe in me. I need to make them believe in me. What is left? Building upgrades. So I have something like here. So I can upgrade them by using wood and stone. You can just put them into upgrade.
Winter is here, creator.
And the nuggets will
for you.
like
Where did I put it? I'll get back to you.
take the resources and nothing happened, I guess. I don't know. I don't even try to do these on already. Maybe it doesn't work, who knows. So fishing pier is like and for fishing pier you'd like someone who's strong, right? So let us put this guy who's okay. No, definitely not a lazy person.
Here, I thought that building was just a decoration.
And the fishing pier is also getting ready. Problem with that? Right. The eatery is getting ready, as well as the temple. So they're building a temple for me now.
There are buildings in awful condition around the civilization. Such a pity. This used to be a nice neighborhood.
Yes, sadly, I do not have the engineering unlocked as of yet. So for engineering, I need to unlock this, restore. No, this is storage area. It's not engineering. So where is engineering? These are all burial, divine punishment. Wow. Okay. They've added certain new stuff here in the game. Like these
Have you
did
ever
not
wondered
exist.
what goes on inside those silly
Certain
little
of
heads
these.
of theirs?
Some stuff like this did not existed, like the divine punishment that did not exist. Trust me on that. So we don't have food, right? So another research part complete. On Epicenter we have engineers now.
Is this something you
Finally.
enjoy watching?
So you can put an engineer here and prioritize this. For the resources, you can just go here.
You're looking a little weak, creator.
And for more.
You look a little confused. Don't worry, I expected as much. I know you have questions, but you'll learn everything in time, on your own, without bothering me.
Lol. See? That's how you help construction. The cooking utensil is also ready. Right. Okay, these are not unlocked. What I need. Metal refinement, alright. Town hall. Wood oven. So let's put like storage area, shamanism, and town hall finally. Which will allow us to get some interesting part. And calendar. These are some essential parts, you can say. We need more wood. So that is done. Then more rock, right? For more rock, finally 5 more rock and we'll be ready.
I can't say I'm a fan of nugget delicacies, but it should keep everyone relatively alive and happy. They do seem to brew some interesting beverages, though. Apologies. I'm not sure what your stance on the unemployment rate is, but having so many empty buildings isn't exactly helping.
Don't worry, I'll take a look at that. So we have Sure-Footed, we have Workaholic. Let's put this guy in the eatery. For my temple essentially allows you to save the game. So you can put more workers there.
They'll do a splendid job, so long as they stay away from fire.
The temple looks different though. Didn't used to look like that. And finally you have engineers. So for engineers I'd like to put alright. That. let's give the eatery something to eat, right? So what can we give them to eat? Probably not a wolf. That is not definite. And
Another tasty morsel of research fresh out of the oven. The sweet aroma of learning.
yes. We need food in our eatery, right? So initially there's no food, empty. This is a big problem. So what is this? Can this be food? Wrong resource. No. Let me find food. Because that is needed. Without food, nothing's gonna work out. And due to no, yeah, the water should not be frozen anymore. It will unfreeze soon. What is this? A freaking polar bear or something? Can we drag a whale? No. Okay. What are all the foods? That's my question. Can this help? I guess not. Or is it helping? I literally guess not. Huh. Stay there. And you can use a rejuvenation to just, well, it'll like go away. Next is
Things are beginning to look green and happy
warehouse,
again. Let's take a moment to appreciate it.
which is
before you
very
do something
important
wrong.
again, right? So these resources will come. And the happiness level is very high. So twin possibility plus 10%, research speed plus 15%, and creator point generation plus 15%. Right? The eatery is also doing well.
Oh, another message. They don't stop coming. Maybe you should add a spam filter, or at least release a plague or something to cull the herd.
Kuneha. Right.
I hope you find more than just bones, creator. Every nugget counts.
So Yuneha. Right. One annoying thing is that, so let's see, Like, if we cannot save him, he'll literally die. So that's a wolf. Shuneha isn't around there. Another wolf. Mm. Where is this Shuneha? So one part is bad is this, like this quest comes when night comes. Which is definitely very, very, very bad. I'm talking about this guy. Okay, very good. The wolf isn't actually attacking him. Or her, whatever, I didn't check. There we go. So we need to put telekinesis.
Can someone please get that nugget a fresh pair of underwear?
Alright. And that's done. Right. I believe we should get a reservoir. Get some more reservoirs. Couple more reservoirs should help. They help all the time, no? And warehouse is going on. Good. This is why I chose this list. Like, there are many stone and wood resources here. Shamanism complete, and now we have unlocked another new place. Hospital. Hospital is essential, very essential. And you can see, like, what is this? Archive. Oh, right. I could totally forgot. That was not temple. I needed archive. Damn, I keep forgetting that. This was needed. Very much so. This is what it allows us to save the game, not the temple. Sorry about that. Kind of like forgot. So as I was saying, you can see the amount of like happiness, unhappiness, and so on and so forth. Like the eatery causes dissatisfaction. Right. Now ancient burial, grass weaving, and let's put Ministry of Water. It's be interesting. So more stone hut are complete, and we have our engineer Elu to take a look at everything, that everything is operating well, right? And know that the nugget dies. So you have to change your people every time. I think it is maybe better if you can even mm, change the workers, interchange among them. But let's not do that. I kind of we first need to understand everything, right? But I still don't know what this like. We can put more workers in the temple, but not now. We need more people, and I have many buildings I can put them in. And the town hall is getting ready. Adahi will become the town master, I guess, or rather the minister, whatever the thing will be. Last time I played the town hall, I think was a lot later into the game. I don't remember anymore. Alright, now we can build the town hall, which will cause heavy dissatisfaction. Wow. So let's put the town hall. Oh, what is this? Okay. So another reservoir is ready, which is good. And the fourth one is getting ready. So we can like you can see the summer is coming,
I
so
hope you've been working on your beach body. You're not going to spend another summer just lazing around, are you?
you can see the 16 things are getting. So 20 output. And I should also put another water pump right here. It's fine. 3 water pumps should do well. Then our hospital is getting ready as well. Ah, good and dandy. Right. And just for the sake of this town hall, let me just bring its materials by myself. Wait, the archive just finished its finishing touches, right? So,
When you see a hut rocking, it's good manners to avert your gaze, creator.
so we can assign a nugget. And the game will autosave. Right? That's that. Then you can go here and assign Suto here as he's immune. Calendar complete. Something really interesting is coming. Because this is needed. I'll show you why. A focus tower is literally needed. Anyway.
That nugget isn't looking too good. I don't think purple bumps are very common. Heal the nugget, creator. I can't bear to watch someone be sick. It makes my insides turn.
See?
Out of worry, of course.
Oh, some mammoth here. So 5 more, right? Right. We need some rocks that will come by themselves. No need to worry. The eatery is going well. We have beverage, we have food, raw food as well. No problem with that. And I believe the nuggets are well fed and rested. Yes. For food, though, we need, I believe, another. Fishing pipe. Well, even if we do not need, I'll just still put one more.
That looks like a rather rough process. Let's hope nobody gets hurt.
Then I'll put more. Wait. Fisherman, doctor, cook, and we have certain laborers who are literally not doing anything. Right.
Let's hope that nugget doesn't burn the building to the ground.
Alright. So we have now four people in our temple that may. I don't know why eatery is causing such a dissatisfaction though. Still do not understand that. Kind of really don't understand why. So that's our warehouse. Stuff are being placed, right? And finally, our town hall is getting ready. We'll get a real bad reputation here soon. Crime level is gonna increase real high. It doesn't matter. So the pulley system, which will increase the well capacity, is good. And
Have
Ministry
nuggets
of
invented omelets
Architecture.
yet, Creator? No? Well, you can only do so much.
Minister of Architecture, which will unlock Ministry of Food. I'll put agriculture as well. Yeah. Those are the notification messages.
I can see how that research could be useful, Creator. I'm picturing nuclear waffle irons, or maybe some kind of automated back scratcher. Stop me if I'm wrong.
And finally, the cemetery. The cemetery is not something you would like to place near your civilization. I mean, near your this. So I'll place them here. And by the way, I'd like to place a not needed now, I guess. So what is there? Alright. So assign a nugget, right? So where is the he? Well, we assigned him somewhere. Name. No. The Heath. Let's assign him. Here. As the governor. Now I can auto assign people. There's no more problem. Everything will be auto assigned. And then material refinement is not up, so let's put agriculture, right? I really want the forecast tower to be up and running soon. This will be needed. And so the name of this place now is Pudivilla. Interesting. And you can choose one of the three who will be proposing the laws, and their depending on their laws has certain effects. Like scientific focus increases research rate, but creator point production decreases. Accelerated studies increases time spent on school, but spend time less in school. Like they learn faster, but injury rate increases a lot. And food for all, so consumption increases by 100%. Let's see which one they choose. This is why I kind of selected agriculture there. Right. And this happens at hospital. He broke a leg, so okay. Yana broke a leg, so Suto is now healing him. When I didn't check what the notification said, so sorry about that. What's this? Huh. This is another stone hut. Okay. Okay. 13 out of 100. No problem.
The trees must be undergoing significant stress. They've started to go bald.
So food for all, and let's celebrate. And food consumption definitely increased. This essentially increases your happiness meter. So you can see, despite having 250, see, increases my happiness meter. It's very high, but my food consumption definitely increased a lot. But even then, everyone's kind of filled up, so still okay right now. So we are kind of researching agriculture and everything. Increase that, right? Okay, this is almost done, so we can again have another nugget to go into the sea, despite the sea will be like frozen soon. So yeah, it's a sign. Can this be a auto ascent? No, never mind. Let's go. Occupation. Let's put a laborer here. Right. And here you can see all the reserve we have right now all the resources. Actually, we do not have. The focus tower is ready, so we can put. Not someone weak. Definitely not. Sudo is already walking, so.
I can hear water pumps grinding to an icy halt, Creator. It's all up to the reservoirs now.
So now we can see seasons essentially. When the seasons are coming, what is the temperature decrease, what's the wind rate, and so on and so forth. Right? And here we have a new civilization. And they're neutral of the Geola. So I kind of won't interfere and just
I was
let
just
them.
about to compliment you on your fantastic new ice sculptures. But then I realized those were just frozen nuggets.
Funny, isn't it? These also need to get done. So as of now, we have enough water supply to hold down for the winter, I hope.
Oh, look at those cute pups getting all riled up around your civilization, Creator. There's a nugget trying to make friends with them. He's extending his hand and. Oh my. They turned violent very quickly.
So now these annoyance comes. And you certainly should not do something like cause fire here. Definitely not. You should do, or you can do. Is this? This is much better than literally just one nugget died. Well, yeah. So now a hermit. Okay. Wait. Not that, wait. Doesn't matter. So they'll take care of this place now. Right. And so now all these spots will be unlocked. This will be beneficial for me. There's no one in the hospital, so we don't have much of a problem here. Just keep making herbs and stuff. And he took the dead body to cement. I mean, not cement, burn them, but yeah, you understand what I mean. Right. You can see how much
I wasn't
food.
aware that mating was a spectator sport.
And then on my temple, this maximum stuff is going on. We have 24 nuggets, and believing me, it's only this. Know what I can do now? Let's put a like, let's do this. This actually helps a little bit, but yeah. I think these do fill up a little bit in the reservoir. Yeah, they do. See? And other than trickle effect, we should also do forestation. It's something that will be really needed. Um, Also do forestation here, here, here. Right. We're all happy, aren't we? I got more believers, and we're all happy. The more believers I have, the more points I'll get. Of course, you can make these plants here and there, anywhere, literally. Because you're the one who's cutting them down, no? Ministry of Water complete. And can put a new nugget here, who is let's put a Yana here on Ministry of Water. Then let's take a look at the research center. We'll do material refinement later. Hunting, clothing will be needed. No, wait. Watchtower will be needed. Then we'll come at clothing. Watchtower essentially protects an area. Oh, by the way, I should also put another engineer. Wait. Yeah. Let us put another engineer. which is quite needed actually. Engineers are very much so needed.
I'm afraid one of your nuggets has passed away. Death can happen so suddenly. However, the death of one does not necessarily mean the end of everything. It was simply their time to go. Don't blame yourself, Creator. Well, unless you were actually responsible, I wasn't paying attention. That message looked important. This message has a peculiar smell. Did you write it?
Smell rejuvenation. So we can go there, then rejuvenate this place, right? And we got some sanctuary pox and all, and we should, didn't I been we should put some sanctuary pox. Sadly, we'll need um, the refined stuff here, so we'll do that once the refineries are up. Don't worry about that. And by the way, these people who are at my temple should be preaching about myself. I should literally be preaching about myself. Amount of point per sacrificed nugget. Wow. Point Suje. Yes, yes, yes. So either love you or fear you, both ways have their con. If I like took it to 50, maybe, I mean 100, they maybe they'll sacrifice nuggets for me. Well, I don't need that.
Spring is chasing the cold away. Now, if only we could also get rid of that smell around your civilization.
Which smell? Quite literally, which smell are you talking about, bro? Yana has one nasty injury, okay.
What? How did this nugget manage to get 2 axes stuck in their leg?
Okay.
You might want to help them out, Creator.
Two axes stuck in their head. Okay. So another engineer can be assigned. Whom should I assign? A hermit is not fit to be an engineer. Alright. Why not? And you do need more than one engineer per area because simply the amount of buildings you have, your one engineer cannot keep up with it. You can see like there's literally 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, so 8 3 8, like wow. It's not totally ready, more are coming, so almost 30 to like 30 around buildings are here. Certainly one engineer cannot keep it up. Right. I have no reason to understand why town hall is a dissatisfaction among people. But whatever. here you can go in and see what the insiders are doing, right? But our civilization is 41 years old, I guess. And here you can see the, like, they should actually separate this into like Bronze Age, Stone Age, and whatnot, etc., etc. Because there's like that will actually let us know what age we are at. Right. I want to check something. Archive. Also every 35 seconds. I can do with that. Every 35 minutes, I don't know.
What are you staring at?
So the rest of the ministry positions need to be unlocked soon. I'm not talking about temple here. Fixing our building as expected. So we now have water and the fishing piers. We are having food, which is great. Now this is the cemetery. It's taking a long time, like 10, 11 minutes still for the Ministry of Agriculture. This is almost full, so let's put another warehouse, I guess. Put another warehouse, I guess. No. Maybe here, I guess. Somewhere here. Yeah, why not? Civilization will expand after all. And what is this? A stone hut. Wow. They're already expanding on this side. So as you can see, I think we got enough food reserve. No, we have only 7 food reserve. Not really enough to say. I need to get the agriculture done, I guess. Plastic creation while researching ministry. Can you like? I don't know if it's a bug or something, but they used to like pop up here. All these messages. Maybe like some they either I didn't check the entire patch log also. Maybe they either disable that or some kind of bug or something is going on. I don't know. There's another stone hut. Stone hut. And okay. I should put another fishing pier this side. Or actually, yeah, should put another fishing pier this side. Hmm, should do. That was a autosave. इसको बोलते हैं बिना बादल के गरजना. Anyway. So second warehouse is almost ready. Our population level is also very low because simply how much population can, I mean pollution, not population, what the hell, pollution can they do. Next, let's put some forestation. And finally, if you want to do a mass forest, so you can do it like this, plant more trees and so on, kind of, right? And do it like this. So you can just keep the oxygen level quite fine. And by doing so, you have all 31 believers on your side, and your points will never decrease, kind of.
I suppose they have to entertain themselves somehow.
Well, okay. So we can not all 23. Alright. They are quite satisfied. Let me do this. What the hell was? Okay. There's some new stuff that have been implemented, this trading and so on. They're making this game feel more alive than last time. It's UFO though. Never seen it before. Cactus is wood. Okay. Yes, we got ourselves more food this way. And if I take a look at my nuggets, you'll find that the hunger level is still within the limitation, right?
Your civilization grows stronger with every item you research, creator. Are you sure that nugget's up to the task?
Well, yes. Right. These are all open. Right. So now we can go ahead, get this, increase nugget might, and then we'll increase the nugget movement speed. These are all needed for hunting and so on. And now the agriculture is getting researched, which is good. Just remind me, put down a couple of water pumps here. One. Some.
Let's hope that nuggets don't overreact to the falling leaves this year.
Right. That is that. This nugget should. Is healing the patient. Where's the damn patient though? I was wondering where is the damn patient? Right. He's going to eat. Good. Again saved. Right. So as long as your water is enough, like you won't have really much of a problem. Another 2 minutes 32 seconds, our agriculture will be up. So we can put some.
Fun fact, creator. Did you know that tiny little gnomes operate water pumps? Sadly, they always go on vacation during winter.
This was funny. Tiny little gnomes.
What is it you're hoping to see exactly?
Wow. Orin has departed. I am dead. So, Kimuti died and Fishing Pier was there, so the supervisor didn't take news of their passing as hard as they did the news that they have to train Kenezu to replace them. So already we have someone to replace. So at least these parts are going well, so everything's being automatically replaced and not a single building is empty essentially. But I should check that, right? Water pump is like so engineers. Wait. All are failed. Suka. So all reservoirs are fine and dandy. Are they not? And agriculture is complete. Now what we can do is lay down farm. And we need grassland to put down farm, right? Not some sort of freaking. And trust me, for farm, would like to be placed it in some interesting places. Example.
Ah, a farm. I see you are finally taking interest in your civilization's need to eat. Guess it's time to take starving to death off the list of anticipated disasters. For now.
So as long as farm is getting ready, right?
I think the birds are conspiring against you, creator.
Why? Couple more. I got
What
some
an event,
believers.
creator. Grab a chair and some popcorn. A wolf pack is on its way.
And I can never tell from which way the wolf pack is coming. Quite literally. Just one wolf, not a wolf pack. Like a wolf pack would be like 2 or 3 wolves. There we go. Come on. Finally, where do you even think you're going? Wasted my creator powers. Damn, wind speed. Well, there's an artificial disaster, but yeah, essentially what it is. Was a rejuvenation. Protective dome. So that's how the protective dome works, right? And I'll increase the speed. I was wondering why the speed was slow. And that's an alien. Quite literally. Maybe that's not an alien but a ghost. That's also possible. Mhm. The leader of the mother planet died. Hunting research complete. What we will do is Hunter's Hut. We'll put
I
one
never thought I'd
Hunter's.
see the day that nuggets ascend the food chain. They always struck me as lesser beings.
We need more of these though. More of these hunter huts. Like, I think 3 should do right now. As of this moment.
So you've researched hunting. Let's hope nuggets don't cause a period of mass extinction. I do love pearl deers. It's just unfortunate they taste so good.
So the hunter's hut is ready. So HR manager. Wow. Some interesting occupations going on. Let's take a look. Archivist, cook, doctor, engineer, fisherman, forecaster, grave digger, HR manager. Wow. Prayer. Alright, all good and dandy. And now let's put one of these here. What do these need? Material refinement, so we definitely need to now research material refinement. What is up with this? Um,
Right. New law will be getting proposed. Medical aid increases medical preparation time by 90%. Our happiness meter is quite alright right now, so there's no need to. We need more. So watchtower is complete, right? So watchtower is essentially the defense tower that defends your civilization from becoming food. Right. One. And you should have at the very least two watchtowers. Trust me, the more watchtowers you have, maybe not better essentially, but you know what I mean. So who's here? Clothing research is complete. Let's put some hunters, alright. Automatically assigned. Strap type. No. This will be needed to get done as well. And what was I thinking? Right. To create more reservoirs. And get two more water pumps done, right? And finally, two stuff here. Wait. A watchtower around these places. And an engineer here. Which will literally do us much better. Alright, that will do. And winter is going little by little. So we're all good and fine. And where is my... One thing that others need is a sleeping pattern. Like, they sleep anytime they need. I think that needs to change a little bit. And crime increased. Okay. That's due to the fishing piers and everything not working. So Happiness is alright for now. For now. But crime is increasing, and for crime, there's really we can nothing do about crime, to be honest. Wow, so many people died, but literally. Old age, wild animals, thirst. That was bullshit. Tell you that. Another hunter's hut is getting ready. Okay. Okay. So the nugget strength increases. And from here, culture,
Let's
which
see
will
how
increase
this goes.
class. This will do local business, and this will do boiled water. I'll see when okay, we do not have enough, so I should um, hospital. The hospital is on due. So the second hospital can be built here. No problem. And the minister changed. So you can see the ministers change by themselves, and all the more. So everything is changeable. It's not like one person will stay as the governor and ministers forever, right? Got a couple of things needs to be.
A watchtower will certainly be useful, but I'm just picturing the downfall of your civilization being a bit of fog.
Collect and drop new cope types with telekinesis power. So I'm kind of searching. Will this work? I'm not sure what type. I never, even last time I could not complete this quest simply because. Stay here and let me find what sort of food will be juicy acorn. Will this allow me to take? No. This won't work. What sort of food are there? This is 0. There's none. 0. But literally annoying. Come on.
Days since last work-related injury, 0.
Was there no food on these? See? Like quite literally nothing. Do we use them or do we use something else? That's wood, not food. Come on. Herbs 0. Food 0. 0. Damn it, how the hell am I supposed to complete this quest if every single one of these shows 0? I don't understand, really. Like, I'm supposed to finish this quest, right? So the herb is 0. Zero, 0, 0. I'm not quite understanding about how to finish this quest. Quite literally, these are all 0. And I'm guessing that if I try to take these, so literally just burst. Herb 0, food 0. This is a part I am not understanding exactly. It's one thing that the herb nearby my civilization being 0, but every single one of these being 0? Hello? It's like the world is conspiring. See? The stone, there's no food. Quite literally. How am I supposed to, like, there's no food. Tell me how. 0 food. Zero herbs. If I see nothing, how am I supposed to do anything here? Not understanding that part. 0. See, even the one near my civilization is 0. The one far my civilization is 0. See, 0. Beloved neighbor. And trade some food for some refined stuff. how am I? Tell me, let me know. What's this? Like, how am I supposed to discover them? Find different crop plant and drop them on the farm building using telekinesis power to be able to unlock them, right? So, if I want to do that, wait, need to have some food, come on. And if you are telling me to, like, for example, if you're telling me to do this, what is this? A meteor. Okay. See, zero food. What is this? Even in so far, there's zero food. Zero. Food zero. Food zero. Like, how am I supposed to complete this quest? I don't know, guys. If you guys literally, like, if you guys find some way to complete this quest, let me know in the comment section below. Wait. This is probably the only quest I could never complete during my first playthrough of this game. Cactus also gives you wood, not food. See? Zero. So what is food? All of this gives me wood. What's the point? I don't know. Like, tell me. Zero. Let's see if this works. I don't know whether it will or not, but not. See? Just gets destroyed. Quite literally nothing. So I don't know what can actually do. I don't know.
One day, when you're older, I'll explain how nugget babies are made.
No. Let's take a look at what is left. A watchtower. Sign workers. Right. Alright. A hospital engineer watchtower. It's even ready. Not yet. Those that are ready. Alright. All good. All good. Material refinement. Now finally. Do something. So material refinement is an important part of our civilization because it allows you to essentially do what? To do So material refinement allows you to process the raw wood and raw stone into refined wood and refined stone, which, as you have seen, requires in many, if not too many, of the stuff. For example, these, etc., etc. Many stuff. So I'll take this one. And celebration is not out there, but it'll come soon. First, wood oven. I'll finish all of those first before I proceed. And let's see, forestation. All the forestation is needed. Forestation is a good way to gain more believers. Trust me on that. So once these are done, we can put these sanctuaries and stuff.
Oh, I like this research stuff, Creator. How about next we make something dangerous and fun?
Jeez. So that will be done. See, celebration is not needed right now, so then we'll get into here. Water pump, which has received its final touch. Okay.
That nugget looks remarkably unqualified. But then again, so do you.
See, when you need it, it doesn't come. We need a desert area for that. Recreation, so we have unlocked local business. A fun thing. Well, fun in my opinion at the least. So, done soon. We'll need another farm soon. We'll put that sooner. So guys, this is the general tone of the gameplay. Like this is how you play this game. Now they're adding more interesting stuff like that trading with aliens wasn't there before, and even that alien spaceship wasn't, and more and more interesting stuffs are getting added every day, or rather, I mean every update, not every day, and we'll continue more and more on our exploration here. I guess I'll probably do another video on this when on the current end part of this game. Like this game doesn't really, it never ends, but we'll try to do a current end part of this game, right?
I always knew that Nugget would rise to greatness. Well, before their career plateaus as assistant manager or something.
Boiled water, right? Boiled water. These will be done. That will go to here. Uh, let's see how many nuggets are unemployed. I think we should add a few more watchtowers. Literally. Add a couple more watchtowers, I guess. These areas do overlap, however, it's better if you have a watchtower here. And then you can put engineer's quarter here. I believe I have engineers all around this place, so we'll expand to this area. So the engineer's quarter here, because we're quite literally expanding. You can see there are already houses here and so on and so forth, right? And we have refined materials now, so we can. Is there an update? Can we upgrade anything? Guess not. Not yet.
Nuggets were unable to find a coat big enough to fit the water pumps. As a result, they've frozen solid. I hope you have water stored somewhere, Creator.
Mm.
There's a wolf pack knocking on the front door, Creator. Shall I tell them that now isn't a good time?
Where's that wolf pack coming from?
Your civilization is a constant source of entertainment.
So they are aggressive. Well, if they are aggressive, hello? And right. What's the other one I wonder? That's how you can attack civilization that is aggressive to you. Even though that doesn't solve the problem, it does nonetheless cause them a delay, I guess. Right, now finally upgrade this. And upgrade whenever you can. Whenever you can. This will actually help you. So it is getting rebuilt.
mean, getting upgraded. Food preservation. All right.
I see how that can be useful.
These are all ready. I think there's some sort of sound bugs in the game. Sometimes sound is just literally gone. Right. What a name. Oppi Futello or whatever that name was. And right now you cannot really do anything. There's nothing I can export. And we can also some more local businesses around, right? Like here, and one down here. That should do. Got a new believer. Okay. Which is good. Study. So we can upgrade this. We've got enough material, so we can upgrade this. Right. Yep. Okay. We upgraded this. So these will all be getting like newly built.
Now that winter is over, we should probably perform a head count to see how many nuggets survive.
Quite a lot.
Yeah. Our resource count is also good, not bad. Our watchtower and everything is defending. Our engineers are ready to do any kind of upgrade or repair. I mean, any kind of. Like they upgraded the whales, see? Skipped frames, man. After all of these, we'll upgrade these. Okay, we finally have last names. Not bad, right? And that's how culture changes. Time to put some plants, I guess. Alright. Then will we upgrade anything? No, I guess. Nothing.
Did you hear that crack, Creator? I think one of your nuggets broke something.
Mind if I ask you what is my nugget doing here?
I'm glad to see you taking such good care of your subjects.
Right. That's good. So guys, this is the general trend of the gameplay. You unlock these entire skill tree, upgrade your existing buildings, unlock more buildings, and create an entire government. I mean, the government is already there. I mean, create an entire civilization just like ours are, and put the essential buildings all there. And there's also disaster management building and so on and so forth, and more of the good stuff are getting added. So that's that. And it's quite a fun game to like spend time leisure if you got some leisure time, and you're not like liking to do mm, all those killing games and so on. Like, I have said this before, you need to balance your gameplay, even for a gamer. Like, if you just play uh, shooting games or killing games all the time, there will be a time when you'll feel burnt out. What will you do then? What are you gonna do then? When you are feeling burnt out from your favorite game that you played every time. There are always times like this. We all all of us have faced this. So I hope that all of you, right? All of you will take a time and play games like this as well, that will let you relax sometimes, like gives a fresh mind to you, and then go on and play those killing games and whatever you would like to play. And even if you do not like this game, find a game you like that can relax you, that'll keep your brain relaxed. I like, I have no reason to say this game is real good and stuff. This is not even a complete product, so I cannot really recommend this product to you that much as I do for a complete game, right? They're working on this game and I appreciate the work they're doing. Definitely, this game, like, this is a kind of a Sims type of game, right? But it works on a different way. I think some of us definitely do appreciate this, the feel that this game tried to give us, the thought they have given to us. I think many of us actually appreciate this. The main question is how many of us actually are able to enjoy this, right? Because this is not a finished product, and then there are many concerns that, mm, if they drop this product, what will happen? If this product doesn't do well, they're okay, they're now is doing well, but what if the later version they broke the game? We know that, like, for these are just newbie kind of thinking that comes. There are more concerns, more higher concerns for many of us. I just said one two new concerns that new people, like, who like, I wouldn't say new people, but those who are newer in the gaming itself do have those concerns, or those who are not financially that stable to just spend any amount of money anytime they want, which is essentially like 60% of you guys out there, I am guessing. I myself as well, I once thought that whether it will be good or not, but then I thought, let's just play it, right? Like, if I do not like a game, I can refund it on Steam. Yes, there are terms and all, but for certain games, if you do not like it, you will be able to tell within 2 hours of gameplay whether it's shit or it's good. And well, if you cannot, I do not, I wouldn't say anything bad to you, because yes, there are certain games that we cannot really judge from 1 or 2 hours of gameplay. We need to play like 6-8 hours to actually able to tell. But still, whether you like the gameplay elements or not, you should be able to tell. For example, in the Sims 4, I also own the Sims 4. You guys who have watched me on Twitch, I have streamed that before. I like this kind of Sims game, but I like this, the way the Universim has represented it much better than the Sims. In the Sims, the player is like, we do not have a perspective in, so to say. We control the sim. We control the sim, right? But one thing I really didn't like is that the Sims have unique identity. We're creating them, we're doing everything, but we do not have any identity within that world itself. The player do not have any identity. Sims have, but Sims are not players, right? Similarly, here Nuggets have their own identity, but the player have its own identity as their god and are actively participating in the like how to call it, in the uh, progression of their civilization he the player is helping to create. And I like this kind of perspective more than what the Sims did. Yes, the Sims may have more customization, more like realistic for in terms of the Sims body texture and so on and so forth. All are good. I also agree to that. But I really like the way this game represented the entire scenario. And I had said at the start of the video that there is no multiplayer as of yet, but maybe in the future. uh, Let me talk about that a little in during this time. Why did I say maybe in the future? Because because you can already see how the game is going, right? The alien civilization, and they're trading with us. uh, many things are going right. So what I would like, if is possible, that in a multiplayer scenario, these alien civilizations will also be players. Like, there will be no AI, but rather all player civilizations. Whether they destroy each other, whether they interact with each other, is a different scenario altogether. But there will be players and players and players everywhere, and the entire world, the entire server, I mean, will be filled with player civilizations that will have one planet or more than one planet. You can even designate certain planets if you do not like players, like one planet, if you do not want to give one planet to a player, or you can make players choose themselves whether they want to other go to a different planet, or they want to stay in the same planet, right? And the player can even, and we can interact with each other, and we can also like try and do everything, trade. You can even make it so that we can uh, help each other if there is a problem, or there are any.
Look at all of those colors. Isn't fall beautiful? Someone should really make a painting before you lead the planet to ruin.
So that's my kind of idea. Like, let all these planets around there be civilized with us. I mean, the players, and just add more communication systems. Like, make a alliance type of system where we are maybe certain like pantheons and stuff. We our players can become a clan or something like that, a pantheon, and then we all are uh, will work together to create a much bigger civilization altogether. Even though we have our individual civilization, our civilization themselves will have trading and stuff and get discounts, and will be able to aid each other in for example, if another civilization is invading, you can put some war type of situation here, like will create our own army. Well, that's kind of civilization kind of thingy, right? But this game and civilization isn't really that different. Civilization merely focuses more on the its uh, real-time strategy kind of thingies. Like I play Civilization 6 and that is kind of my impression of that game, is kind of real-time RTS type of game it is. Maybe I'm wrong, but I get that kind of feeling. This game is different. This game is actively going on. There is no turns, there's nothing. It is actively going on like Sims. So I think it will be like really fun. Who was that?
Do you know how holy water is made, Creator? You boil the hell out of it. Unfortunately, it's so cold out here, even the pumps are frozen.
So I'd really like if they add such certain elements and then allow us to like engage war, and we can also create like maybe in the future when we go to Atomic Age and so on, we can create pathways through the through one planet to another and go to each other, like through that way we can aid each, we can do an intergalactic war or something like that. That would be cool. That would be cool, right? Like I wouldn't mind the amount of time it will take if this game gets more interesting and they keep delivering us great content. Then I'm quite fine with the game.
I would call it a winter wonderland, but we both know it's quite far from it.
Right. So that's my take for this game. I really like enjoying this kind of leisure gameplay and watching a civilization thrive
The
due
wolves are hungry, Creator. and
due
your
to
nuggets
our
are apparently
activity.
A tasty-looking meal.
So it was fun. I don't know whether it'll continue to be as such, but this game is fun for now. I like how the game is going.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were trying to catch up peak.
So yeah, that's my take of this game. And if you guys enjoy this type of gameplay, then well, go ahead, try it out, and become a, I guess, part of us who are looking forward to these games, future implications, and so on, right? And let's continue playing for a little bit of time, and after that we'll like let's unlock up to this, I guess, something like this, or maybe up to this, and then we'll continue. I mean, we'll end for tonight. It's going well, really going well. Cemetery will get upgrade. Give me a sec, I'll be right back from washroom. Just a little bit. I've been sitting here for quite a while. Alright, we're back, right? And our cemetery is getting. Cemetery has been updated. Good, isn't it? We got quite a lot of. Um, what was the other one? Alright, there's only one. Only took one of these. That's fine. And I should put another farm here, I guess. That should help. Then let's go and create a park, right? That is needed a lot. Damn it, there are thieves now. Damn it. Actually, let me see if on this planet there are other civilization that are hostile to us, right?
I know it's quite humorous to watch Nuggets hobble around with a broken bone, Creator, but maybe it's time to send the latest victim to a doctor?
Bring to epicenter to research. Okay. There's also an interesting new thing at the very least. This did not existed before. It's like Pandora's box, I guess. Winning them is risky, but they help my civilization if needed. God damn it, where's my civilization now? Yeah.
So we got a blueprint, right? I see. Alright. I don't like this accelerate studies policy. Calculator. Let me see now. Aggressive. See? Doesn't really help you. Why did that not work? There will be some surviving members. After all, you cannot really check whether uh, there are any surviving members or not. Okay, there's a disaster.
Your balance has hit 0. Please top up before attempting to use any further powers.
Ah, fuel. I think we got 2 blueprints, did we not? Yeah, we got 2 blueprints. To get more.
power, I guess. I mean, yeah. Mm. Okay. We certainly do need more reservoir, more water pump. Let's put 3 water pumps here. And similarly, 2 more reservoir. Right. That should do it.
The universe is infinite, Creator, much like the stupidity of mortals.
Alright. What happened to processing? Heading home, yeah. Understand that. I guess we need one more stone processing or something like that. Alright, all of these are done. So now let's education, which will give us shelter, stockpiling, weightlifting, and then we'll go for biology. Right? And here let us create another stone binary. Phew. Why do nuggets fear me? Do not really understand that. Maybe because I like bring those dynamites? Not sure. We'll see. We'll see. See, this is also another interesting part. Nuggets can fear you or worship you. It's fun, to be honest. A lot fun. Right. See, our water reservoirs are up and running. I mean, water pumps and reservoirs are also ready almost. And I'll let you see the reason why this button exists. And actually, I cannot show you until I build some shelters. But see this second thing I put to bake. So let's hope that before this comes, it will get ready. Then I'll show that part to you. and we'll end our tour today. Okay, what is this essentially? Ah, I was thinking these are some aliens. Lol. Fish population, wow. Those fish population. So again, all these trees are gone, sadly. The sun is rising up. And I see that a few things have been changed. Like last time we had all this open, we had that some interesting parts here. We'll get there soon. I mean, one by one. May probably on our next playthrough, but we'll get there. Don't worry. So, okay. Yes, let me take a look and see whether everything's up and running. Yes. Let's take a look at our town hall. Hmm. I guess we'll unlock all these ministers one by one. Got new ministers here. Wow. Is this the rise of Kuvalkok clan? Lol. Let's take a look at how many, like, for the name purpose. I mean, for the last name purpose. Husky is Tusamgan. Okay. Nico. 2 laborers. And wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. What are these? Samvalago. Okay. Five Roseburg, 6 Roseburg actually, and 1 curve of Two HR manager, one farmer, one laborer. One is the town guard. Interesting. It'll be interesting to see the which way this actually goes to. I'm gonna really interested to watch that. Which way this goes to. Another reservoir. The park is ready, right? Let's see. Park is ready. Let's create another park here somewhere. Wait. We have finally the school. I'll be creating a couple of schools here, but the school actually needs a space. This one's better. I'll literally create a couple schools here and there. To increase the teaching. So put like it's good, and then oxygen generator. Wow, bunkers. Something very much so needed in a time of disaster.
The pumps have frozen solid, Creator. I hope you have enough reservoirs to sustain your civilization through the winter.
I'll show you why these are really needed. What are their like purpose in this game? Soon.
The first snow of winter has fallen. I hope you have a nice pair of fuzzy slippers.
I think that should be enough, and let's put one more here.
Wolves are coming. Sharp teeth and severe hunger are a terrible combination for nuggets, I'm afraid.
Okay, warehouse can be upgraded. Ain't that great? I think we should build another wood refinery here. And let's do some forestation. But the shelters will be ready soon, the bunkers.
Some bright spark injured themselves doing a menial task, Creator. I hope they know they're not getting compensation.
Damn right. Wait, this side of the entire thing is done. Now let's upgrade this, 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 and this. See? They're teaching in the school. This is the lizard candy. Wow. Okay. Interesting. And this is the park. See, once you have too many nuggets and you make a little mistake on somewhere, you really do get in trouble to regenerate all of your creator points. And do pardon me for yawning. We really should go to sleep soon. Just want to show you guys one interesting thing. The purpose of the bunkers. See this timer here? 4 minutes 52 seconds and counting down. This means that a disaster is coming. Now the icon of this disaster is wind, so it's probably tornado. It can be a huge sandstorm, I mean the wind wash as well, but we'll see. I think it's the heavy wind and not tornado. Perhaps. I'm not sure as always, but perhaps. Right. And finally, we can upgrade the hospitals. The bunkers are ready. So let me show you what the bunker is. So essentially the bunker has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 32 slots. So if we take for example 32 with the like 5 are quite 5 are enough. Yeah, 5 are enough. Yeah, another bunker. See? Should be able to upgrade all these soon. Still have leader of the mother planet died. So we need 1 minute 30 seconds. See? So the weather tower, focus tower, is predicting something, right? And what happens is that when people hear the siren, they will go inside the bunkers. Let's see if they went inside any already created bunkers. Not yet, maybe because the disaster didn't come or something. Yeah, the disaster didn't came. Oh no, it's coming. You can also do this, you can create the alarm by yourself. I mean, ring it by yourself. And then they're going inside the shelter, the bunker, to stay safe from the disaster, right? And this one is full, so they are moving towards another bunker. See? This one is full as well, so they'll go to another bunker. and so on and so forth. And we're supposed to create more bunkers as well to accommodate all the people. It won't be good if people die, right? Another disaster is gone. Everyone is coming out from their shelter. Right. And doing what they are supposed to do. So guys, this was it for our look back on this game. Like, look back for me, but first time gameplay for you guys probably, because I had played this game before, but certain parts weren't there. Like, I already said what parts are there and what parts were we could already understand by watching me, or rather by listening to me. So, and these things mean that this, where is the school? Yeah, the school hour is going on, like they're teaching or something like that. It has a impact on the school, but I kind of forgot that what the impact was. So we need to build, we'll have to build more water reservoirs and more stuff. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed our gameplay of the Universium, which is like a
One for the history books.
is kind of the gameplay a mix of the same, then Civilization 6 and certain other good elements, and kind of mashed up in a very good way. Perhaps sometimes confusing, because for example that quest I definitely didn't like it because I couldn't find any food in the entire planet. Well, we didn't win to the entire planet, but yeah, you can understand what I mean. Anyway, and so on. So, if you guys like this, go give it a try or something, and let me know in the comment sections if you faced any difficulty while playing this, and what is your take on this game. Let me know whether you like this game, hate this game, or whatever. uh, give your own feedback to me. I definitely love to read player feedbacks. Those are real fun sometimes. So, other than that, let's end tonight's session here. It's past midnight, so yeah. Good night, everyone. And well, until my net is fixed, 2 weeks at the very least, won't be able to come back, but we'll try as much as we can. If it gets fixed, I still don't understand what is the problem, so yeah. Anyway, that's it for tonight. Stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you next time in another video. Good night.